crowd. Okay, so was it quick? Make some noise. Was it Fuego? Make some noise.
Sometimes you gotta feel like the moment is yours, and this moment is mine. As long as I'll fulfill like it, you know? Yeah. Turn it up a little, boo. Alright.
Hey Eric, how you doing? Eric.
Yeah.
Hey, I got that!
Yo, what's up? It's Tri-C.
What's going on, y'all? Paul Lopez.
And I joined Fuego in 2012.
I have been a member of Fuego Dance Crew for about 8 years now.
I used to go to this church called Southport Christian Center. They had a youth group there. We went to this like big Christian festival thing they had every year at Eric's church.
It's called Future Quest, and basically they would have dance battles there.
At the church, they have these little games and stuff. They have these contests. So there's a freestyle contest. They have dance contests. It was just, you know, for intermission between the services. But these got serious. These got very serious. These were like super hype. So just keep that in mind.
I remember meeting the crew the first time. It was over at Future Quest. It's a nice little church, big church actually. It was wild, yo. I remember Eric, Devontae, Ricky was over there, bro. And y'all were getting in. I was just like, oh man. I was like, these cats can dance. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, it's not one of those regular dance battles where people just get in there and just do some weird stuff and then everybody just hyping them up like, yeah, you did it. No, it was some actual good stuff. And I was like, oh, bro.
So we decided we were gonna roll up in as our own dance crew. And we were gonna show them what Fuego could do.
And this was our first time going in as like a set crew. We went to it last year, but it wasn't as official. So anyway, we had me, Devontae, Ricky, and LaDaniel as the squad that was battling.
Eric, Ricky, and I pulled up wearing Chachi Mamas, which were the most hyped thing at the time, with fire pockets or money pockets and stuff. So nostalgic.
They call them Chachi Mama pants. And they had like zippers on them, and so you'd pull out the pockets and there was like money signs or flames and stuff like that.
We were getting really into shoes, so we all had like crazy high tops and stuff, just way too high of high tops. And we came squatted up, just looking official, feeling kind of official.
Obviously, I saw this crew. You know, I was an athlete in a way. Still dance, but just for fun. Never took it serious or would do any of that practice stuff. Just honestly, you know, was inspired by Nonstop. So that's when Pumped Up Kicks just came out, I believe. And yeah, so I walk up from the side and I see, you know, these guys just like out there squatted up, and they had their boombox and everything. And I just had met Eric right there, and Devontae, LaDaniel, I think Ricky was there too, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, so I was definitely blown away by a dance crew. I was never confronted a dance crew before, you know, or like seen a dance crew in person. I was, you know, it was all new to me.
I remember Brian, the homie, and some other guys made a crew on spot just to, you know, to battle us, which was really cool.
Give it all for Fuego, quick, here we go.
They ended up throwing in the third guy, which was Tri-C, Cameron. He came in last minute and battled against us as well.
So I got in for the hell of it. I ended up being in one crew. It was like a mixture of like a bunch of people. And then so it was the randoms versus Fuego Dance Crew.
The cool thing about this crew is that they always stay connected with me, no matter what. Fuego. We out.
We had no idea how dope LaDaniel was. I had no idea how dope LaDaniel was at the time, but we started this battle, and honestly, it was a massacre.
All right, you got the Fuego. Back to quick. All right, get in the huddle. You guys better think quick, because Fuego's burning up right now. Let's keep this going. We're gonna keep this going. So this is what we gotta do right now. I'm gonna Fuego. Do you mind if I throw an extra guy in their crew? Just to kind of heat them up a little bit.
I just was joining in for like the heck of it. I had been hella into jerking for like a few years before, and that's kind of my only dance experience that I had.
Cameron was doing backflips off of the stage. Of course, the crowd was going nuts. But not too long before that, Eric and I had learned a supportive backflip.
Here we go! Here we go! Oh!
Ricky and LaDaniel collabed and making this like dog on a leash type of move, and then LaDaniel basically like was crawling around as Ricky had him on the leash, and then LaDaniel pissed on the other team. Everybody lost their crap. It was awesome,
bro. That was wild, bro. Everybody was like, oh, you know, we did the whole little wop, wop, wop.
Here we go! 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 Here we go!
but things really got heated when Eric and Cameron battled one-on-one.
From the randoms in the dance crew to battling Fuego, it ended up being me and FaZe in the final battle.
Seeing him jump in to dance, and I knew he was gonna be good, I just could feel it. Anyway, long story short, me and him ended up battling it out, and it was us two in the finals of that little battle.
So man, I had to battle FaZe. I had to battle Eric. This is crazy.
Crazy thing is that Cameron ended up taking the W in that battle, you know, which was not like it was surprising, but like I said, they were an official squad. They were, you know, loaded with concepts, material, and it was just, you know, thought it was gonna be a wrap.
And I remember doing three backflips on his ass, and then I think that's why I won. So you know, that was a good feeling. They offered me some money, but you know, I split it.
I believe they ended up splitting the money too, or Cam split the 50 with Eric, which was dope, you know, like.
But the island goes to Cameron. What do you want to do for yourself? Okay. Keep it. No, personally, I don't think I did that good. I think he won personally. So I think we can go ahead and split the money. I think that'll be pretty good. Big man, big moves.
I had respect from him off the bat because they gave him a cash prize. They put him on spot. I'm not gonna lie. They were like, "Hey, do you want to split it or do you want to keep all of it?" It was a church event, so obviously, you know, he was a good guy, and he split it. So anyway, we were cool after that. I approached him afterwards, and I was humble, and I was like, "Hey, bro, you're really dope. Here's my number. Let's meet up sometime, do some dancing, do some freestyle, whatever the case may be."
He linked with me. He was like, "Yo, bro, like you're dope." It wasn't even weird. Like it wasn't even like a weird vibe. Like, you know, I won, I lost. And like, which was dope.
Later that night, I believe, I was outside with Eric and I had danced for him for the first time. and it was to either Pumped Up Kicks or another song, I forgot, but it was just like complete trash. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just very inspired at the time and very, you know, it was a surreal experience for me the first time going to Future Quest. We had to win a few times after that, but I was just like so shook on what was happening, you know.
That night, I saw him dancing for the first time to Pumped Up Kicks. It was a dubstep song that Nonstop danced to that year, and that was a huge video that everyone was on. So this kid Paul, he was like 13 at the time, maybe even 12. I was about 16. I saw him dancing, and I put my camera out and started recording him. And I was like really supportive of what he was doing because I could see what he was gonna be. I could see that he was gonna be really dope.
That's tight, bro.
I got his number 2 and got his contact as well that same day.
Right after he had invited me to Teen Challenge, it's a rehab, and we would perform there, or they would perform there. They would have a sermon.
And at the end of Teen Challenge, after my mom did a sermon and we did some skits and whatever, Fuego would get called up. We get our microphone, you know, we talk on the microphone, introduce ourselves, we start the music, and then we just kind of start freestyling.
The first Teen Challenge that we all did together, I remember everybody feeding off each other's energy in just a way that hadn't happened before. Not only in and among us within the crew who were dancing and freestyling, but also everybody around who was watching us as well. So there was just this push and pull of excitement and development that was going on between us and beyond us, so to speak. It was such an incredible time.
I remember Miniac or Paul in the beginning, or no, he was Techno Killer at one point too. I remember if he was Miniac, Techno Killer, but he there were a couple moments where he did these moves that just like they made me cringe just because we were in like a church, but it's all fun. It was all fun, and he was a great guy, and he had these great robotics. Daniel was doing these like crump moves and just like really like experimental stuff, and Cameron was, you know, he was waving, and we just got this really cool group with all 6 of us. And every week it seemed like people were gaining new skills. You know, Eric was doing this thing with his knees, and he was getting better at that, or doing these hat tricks, you know, and all that. You know, Tavante was getting better at doing breakdancing and doing handstands, flips, and tricks like that. He was also trying to work on waving. Cameron would be working more on that too. We'd have Paul, who was getting really tight with his isolations and with his robotics. I would do these things with my toes, like it was like I would try and step on the tip of my toe as much as possible and just do these tricks like walking. I'd be like pretending like I was walking in the air. I would work a lot on tutting, so I somehow adopted tutting as my thing. So I would just always be labbing, making stuff up with tutting, and it was a lot of fun. And we'd be every time I feel like we got a new skill added on top of that.
With the crew, bro, it was wild because the first time we went, we tore it up. But the thing about Teen Challenge is that every time we went to Teen Challenge, everybody kept getting better and better and better. And then we went to CC's Pizza to chill, and then it just turned into a whole nother session. But that was more like a labbing session, but the labbing session was dope. And I remember one time, what was it? Oh yeah, well, it was the very first video at CC's Pizza that we did.
After the Teen Challenge experience itself, in which we just bonded ridiculously well, we all went to CC's Pizza to basically film this ridiculously long freestyle video.
And it was cool knowing these other guys, and as we're dancing with them, we just kind of clicked, and we realized like, hey, we need to add these guys to the crew.